September the 3rd. I just want to say thank you to Rose. And Trent, I also got yours too, and I thank you both. And I just want to let you know how much I love honey. I really do. I can't help it. You know, when I could afford to, believe it or not, I was eating almost 4 pounds of honey a month. I have a real strong craving for it. And this is something different. That wildflower, and I've never tasted any like this. But that orange blossom's real good too, but this is kind of close to it. This has a real good, you never would know that there are so many different flavors when it comes to honey. You know what I mean? Honey, depending on what's around it, like if there's an orange pasture around there, those little orange flowers, man, those are real good. They get their nectar off of there, and it tastes just like oranges too. But this is different. Wildflower. You know, it's got a different taste to it. But like I said, I use it in my coffee and everything. This is real good. I've eaten quite a bit out of just a couple of spoonfuls, but it's real good. I just want to say thank you. And a lot of that other honey too. That'll go good. Something like this. You know, but anyhow, honey goes good on everything. That's another thing I was going to say. Even if you're going through fasting and stuff like that, like I'll eat a good meal in the morning, then during the daytime, you know, if I make me some tea or something, I put honey in it. You know, my coffee, I put honey in it. Then I like eating a little bit of honey by itself. And it's like, I think it's good for you. I really think it's good for you. There's something really good about it. I can't describe it, but it's really, really good. I really got into this. I just got it just now. That's why I say I was getting ready. I wanted to make this video and say thank you. I was also going to say something else. You really get into this honey when you get it. What I was going to say about the river out there that's drying up across the Jordan over there. You know, we know we're at that time where it speaks in the Bible. You know, when that river's drying up and stuff like that. You know, that we're at that point where we're getting ready to, you know, see, it speaks about the saints underneath the altar and everything, the martyrs of Jesus. We're at that time, you know, when this gets ready. This is getting ready to happen here, man. Everything's coming together now. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm waiting for that great earthquake to happen. You know, like I said, many people, wherever you might be, I tried sharing with that guy that just delivered these packages here with that stuff in it. And, you know, people, you can't get them to hear it. If they don't want to hear it, they're not going to believe it, you know. And it's just that simple, man. He was looking at me like I was crazy as a loon. You know, even when I was sharing about how that part of that lake over there just evaporated and turned to mud, and he's going, yeah. He goes, we need some rain. I said, ain't no rain coming, man. I said, the only thing that's going to be coming is wrath. I said, you know how that Euphrates is drying up out there? And he's going, yeah. I said, well, it's through, man. I said, everything that's prophesied is going to happen. And sadly, it even says, do not let this time come upon you unaware. And Yeah, I got all kinds of people around me right now. It's all unaware. They don't want to hear it. I had a dream where I was banging on a bunch of graves and somebody said, Mark, they're dead. In other words, I think he was telling me, yeah, we did our best. When the earthquake happens, we're going to be going out, and because only God could shake awake. It's going to take something very powerful. And that's when we're going to have to go out there and try to tell them what this is, and hopefully some of them will believe it. It says that the wedding will be furnished, but see, that's only the 5%, 5 whys. We don't even have them all together yet. I don't think we do, because it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. I shared this morning with another lady, several people already today, even in the store, Walmart, that this is it, man. We're getting ready. I shared it with this one lady when I was in there getting my breakfast this morning. And she told me, she goes, oh, I'm a Christian. She goes, I'm aware of what's going on. I said, well, know this. I said, we are at the threshold. This is, when it happens, you just be looking and be expecting it. And don't be nervous about it when it happens. Just know that what time it is when this happens. So you can rejoice in the Lord knowing that this is His calling. And we're supposed to try to wake up anybody that we can wake up and bid them to come to the wedding. But He's going to be shaking it. That's going to be the great shaking. It's going to be felt throughout the whole world. The whole world. What happens here in America. And I told that guy that just dropped off this stuff here, I said, we're not going to recover from this. I said, after the earthquake, I said, the enemy's going to come against you while you're trying to recover to pick up shake the dust off of you. They're going to come in here and nuke you. They're going to just come at you hardcore because God's going to put it in their mind to do this. The Bible will tell you. God can put whatever He wants in somebody's mind. Just like, I can taste that honey, boy. That's pretty good honey. I'm going to have that in my coffee tomorrow morning. I might put some in my tea in a little bit after I get off of this video here. He's going to put it in their minds. Just like that time when I was in Walmart. And, man, I seen some stuff, man. It would have blown you away. And one of these spirits that I think I seen, I'm not going to say it was demonic because I don't know. I know that it was smiling at me when it looked at me. But it was so fast. And I don't know what to make of it, but I know I didn't feel threatened by it. Not like I did the other stuff that I seen. The other ones, the demonic, the ones that spit their tongue out really fast. It's faster than the eye can catch it, man. There's things that I've seen that's not in the Bible. It's just not in the Bible. And I think only certain people are able to see these things, and that's when the Lord puts it in you to see it. That's why I've been telling people, maybe when you crucify your flesh a little bit and you start feeding your spirit more and you become more open to the spirit realm, okay? Because remember, He says we must be born again. This great earthquake that's coming, that's what's happening, is we're going to be born again. It's like a woman getting ready to have birth. And the Lord's going to take us and put us in a place of safety. And then the extra several hundred years that are left over, that's where the earth is going to be made new again for Him to come back and rule for 1,000 years. But it's got to be cleaned up. This has to be cleaned up. I mean, all the remnants of it. You can everything you see, it's got to be cleaned up. He's not going to come back on this earth and rule for 1,000 years and have anything like this showing in it. It's going to be all new. All the trees, everything are going to be burnt up on it. There's going to be nothing left of it. No signs. Hollywood's good at showing you signs on what's going to happen, but you got to have the spirit to discern it, to see it. Because a lot of their movies are fantasy, made-up movies. You see stuff that's like, wow. Where it shows that such extreme heat to where if you walk out there, man, your flesh would melt off of you. Well, that's what's coming. And it's going to be that hot. And that's because everything here is going to be totally burnt up and melted and destroyed. And then he's going to put it new with new waters and new trees. It's going to be clean. There's not going to be anything that's filthy or contaminated on it. When he's here for that 1,000 years, man, it's going to be pure. It's going to be good and clean. He's going to have no filth in here like this, man. There's no way. And then he said he's going to let the devil out again for a little while, you know, to do his thing. And then he'll come back and destroy him, you know. But, you know, when he says a little while, we can't even comprehend the time of what a little while is, you know. But for him to be here for 1,000 years ruling here, that's only like one day in the kingdom of heaven, man. One day. It's going to be awesome. I just wanted to share with you and say thank you for the care package here. It was an awesome thing. Got here quick. And then I was even surprised to see all that extra little honey in there, man, because that's going to really, I can see now I can comfortably, you know, enjoy this honey because I got a lot of it now. Where before I was always like trying to be careful what I use on this honey because it's not, honey's gotten up in price. Everything's gone up in price. When I went in the store, I got a thing of that eggnog milk today. It was like $2.25 for a small little container of it. You know what I mean? Everything's going up in prices too. And it's just going to continue, man. We don't want to be here. I don't want to see anybody left here for what's coming. It's going to be a horrible, horrible event, what's coming. It really is. And it's going to come. I mean, you check out that river over there. It's drying up just like Bible prophecy said. That vision I had where the lake turned all muddy. That's exactly what it did over there. And it said, and then that vine I seen, everything that was attached to it was ready for harvest. And then, you know, here it is during Halloween. And as I walked past the Halloween stuff, I seen these signs saying harvest. So that means just past Halloween, the harvest. It's going to happen. We're so close. It's getting ready to happen. And, but I'm checking the earthquakes. I'm watching, you know, something's got me focused on that, you know. And I'm going to tell you something. God's not going to take us out of here without trying to, one more time, a good shaking, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't want anybody to not make it. But, you know, sadly, a lot of people won't. You know, it's just that way. Because he says to go out into the streets and bid them to come in to the wedding. And that we're only going to get 5%. And there's still going to be a whole lot of foolish. You know what I mean? Then he said, all the lukewarm, I'll spit you out. You know, that was like the guy I just got to talking to. Very lukewarm. I talk to a lot of lukewarm people all the time. You know, and they're lukewarm. You got to have a passion for this. You got to be watching. You can't have a passion for who the next president's going to be. I'm seeing a lot of people on YouTube always talking about the rapture and presidents. You know, the elections and the rapture. Like as if something's going to happen around the elections. Then you get in there listening to them, and then they're talking who they're going to vote for and why. You know, there's more distractions. You know, that's why I say focus on Jesus Christ 100%, man. We don't care who's in the office, man. Who cares? They're all going to melt away here. They're all through. Everybody is. Have your eyes 100% focused on Jesus Christ, man. I really do hope and pray that, you know what, you guys put Jesus Christ first in everything. Put Jesus Christ first. Don't even care who these politicians are, man. Look at what they're all doing, man. Ain't one of them going to save you from what's happening, what's coming. Not one of them. My message is true. And if it wasn't true, I wouldn't have this photo here to sit there and tell you that my message is true. Okay? I wouldn't have this photo otherwise. Okay? I wouldn't have that photo. And you see that angel blowing that trumpet above my head. Okay? There's a reason why it's there. To tell you, I'm here, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying to you. It's very important, you know. Put Jesus Christ first. You know what I mean? I mean, he didn't hesitate to get up on that cross. He didn't hesitate to take those beatings. He knew what he was doing it for. He was doing it for each and every one of us. Have your faith in that. People are telling you to put your faith in putting oil on your head, oil over your doorways like they put the blood of the lamb on the thing. Then it's what Jesus did on the cross. That's what's going to do it. Keep your faith on that, okay? Don't let people deceive you now. You won't go wrong, I promise you. If your faith is in Jesus Christ, and only in Jesus Christ, you're going to be glad that's where you put all your faith, every bit of it, in Him. Not in anything else that anybody tells you, because nothing else is going to save you but Christ our Lord. Okay? Revelations, what did it say in the beginning? The Revelations, it's all about Christ. The revelations of Jesus Christ. It doesn't say the revelations of anointments or anything like that. It says the revelations of Jesus Christ. Okay? Don't be deceived now. This is John. Don't be deceived. The revelations of Jesus Christ. Okay? This is where we're at. Please. It's all about Jesus Christ, man. Have your faith 100% in Him. I promise you, you won't go wrong. In that photo where you see me like this, you can see that oil and anointment being poured on my head. That's the spirits, man. We're anointed already. You're anointed by the blood of Christ, man. There ain't nothing here you can put on your head that's going to save you, man. The only thing you can put on you is in the spirit. You know, and there ain't nothing that can touch that spirit in this world. But they did. If your faith is in Him, just because of your faith. I'm watching a movie about Moses right now, and she's saying, blessed am I of all mothers to see our deliverer out of the bondage of Egypt. You know, and then Mother Mary, when she came up 1,000 years later, and she said, blessed am I of all women, for she gave birth to the Son of God. You know what I mean? Listen, we're here again. Our time's here, okay? God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you at the dinner supper if I don't get another video out here. God bless each and every one of you.